One podcast with the glamorous and gorgeous Dipttii Khanna. Welcome, Dipttii.
Thanks, John.
We will find out Dipttii's blueprint to success and also learn about her journey and maybe take some few valuable tips that we can use in our own business. So, Dipttii, the audience would love to know a little more about you. Not that they don't already, but still, a nice small introduction to start.
Okay, so thanks, John, for having me here. So as most of you all know, I'm Dipttii Khanna and my firm's name is Dipttii Khanna Designs. We do a lot of interior design spaces for residential villas. We're doing a lot of commercial spaces, offices, holiday homes, and majorly deal in luxury segment and luxury homes and commercial spaces.
Wow. Would love to know a little bit about your journey, how you got started, what was your inspiration,
So,
or your husband was your inspiration to start.
frankly, I've been my own inspiration.
That's amazing. Yeah, you don't need to look outside. Always look inside. All the answers are within us.
Yes, yes. So it's been a very amazing journey till here. So if I go like back then, I had no thoughts of getting into interior design. So it was just all of a sudden when after my marriage and after I had my first baby, when I thought, I need to do something.
Yeah.
And that was back then when I had to sign in my children's school form.
Yeah.
And when there was a question that came up there, so what do you do? What's
Yeah.
your business like? So that back then I used to feel, I need to have something here which really struck the chord, and I thought, I want to do something. And interior design was something that came up to me just by chance. I mean, I had never thought I'll get into interior design, though I always had a creative background. Used to do a lot of paintings, tanjore paintings, canvas paintings. I did a lot of candle making. So always been into a creative line.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what just suddenly, that wasn't my calling then, but then I thought, let's get started somewhere. And I just jumped into interior design and started doing the course, learned about it, and took that up professionally.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing, Dipttii. But when people see you today, having a lot of work, doing really well, but from deciding to start and now, there must be a fair amount of struggles. And I assume like any entrepreneur must have doubted, have I chosen the right thing? Would love to see, like, tell me some of the struggles or when did you doubt yourself or some of the tough times before making it. Then we'll come to the good times after that.
So I never doubted myself at all. I
Wow.
was pretty much confident from the day I thought I'll get into interior design. So I had a very clear and focused vision of reaching that target that is still there, maybe close or far, I don't know now, but yeah, it's still there. So my clear vision and focus has always been to be the top interior designer of India and the world then.
Wow.
So so I started off doing my own house. Frankly, I experienced hands-on experience on my own house. So I started from there and gained confidence that I could take up interior design professionally. And from there the journey started and started doing, I got like projects like one little bathroom, started off literally doing with one bathroom, and slowly and gradually then the confidence of friends and family developed, and slowly then the outer world started seeing it, and then I started just growing from there.
Nice. So you saw that potential in yourself, and then some one or two people offhand saw, and now everyone is seeing.
Of course, yes.
That's amazing. Yeah, and I think that's a lesson for every entrepreneur to believe in themselves. If you believe in yourself strongly enough, the world will see it one day or the other, right?
Of course, it does reflect. I mean, the confidence first within you should be there to reflect outside.
Nice. And obviously, have you always been this glamorous? Have you? I'm sure, like since college or whenever after college, people must have said, "Okay, you're very pretty, you're glamorous," and I'm sure you get that very often, even now. So, do you think that has made it easier for you to be an interior designer? Be honest, come on.
Um, Thanks for the compliment. Yeah, so I've been blessed, I guess. So it does come from my mom also. I would say the genes come from there. So yes, that's I've been blessed with the looks and the compliments I keep getting, and of course it does add to your profession as well.
Yeah, chalo, great. Every designer has their own unique style. So do you think you have a particular style, or obviously, whenever a client comes, you'll obviously mold according to the client's needs? I assume. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But every designer has their own style. Like my mom is a cook; she has a signature style of cooking. She can cook anything, but there is a style.
Yeah,
So, do
yeah.
you think you have that style, or what is your style if you have one?
So actually, I don't have a very particular style. I would say we try to understand the client's requirement, their need, their lifestyle. What are they looking at, for their space? So considering that, we blend in our design style into it. If you have to ask me my design style, I would just say that an element of luxury is what it reflects in each of our project.
Yeah, and it's reflecting in every corner of this office. It's
Yeah,
absolutely
thanks.
gorgeous. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. So you shared, upon the client's request, you merge your style into theirs.
Yeah.
But what if the client, or has there ever been a moment where the client's request has been like probably what you considered hideous or something that goes against your design principles? But clients are being clients.
Yeah.
I just made my house recently, so we are unreasonable people. So how do you tackle that? Or have
Yeah.
you ever had to
So
tackle it? I assume you have
yeah,
had.
yeah. So I mean, each project comes with a set of challenges, wherein when there are multiple, I would say multiple hands that are taking care of the project, and there are a lot of people looking into it. So everybody has their own take on
True.
a particular design. So we try to understand each of their the look and feel that they are looking at, and then come to a kind of conclusion, and kind of try to blend their styles with us, so that we are on the same page. So I don't think we have faced any such challenges as such in terms of the design. They do trust us when it comes to design, but yeah, there have been challenges faced in terms of execution.
Right.
When the client doesn't really, at the initial stages, they feel probably they can put in their own teams and get it done just with our designs, but they don't understand at that point of time that it's our vision. Unless we don't get into
Execute.
it
So
and
true.
execute it, probably the other team would not understand how to execute that particular design.
Well
So
said.
that's where the challenges do come, but I think slowly and steadily, by now, we don't face such challenges. Clients do trust us completely.
So coming to that, how when you say clients trust you, that means a client is choosing the designer, but also a designer, I assume, is a qualifying the client, right? Is there any checklist for you for a good client that you would like to work with, or any red flag that you're like, no man, maybe this client is not the one for me?
Yeah, so when we do have client meetings, I think at the first meeting we kind of get a vibe, of the client. Whether if the client is kind of testing us, we are also in a way, trying to check whether we will be able to go along all that. So many months, 6 months, 8 months, a year time frame we have to
True.
spend with the client. So we also do get a kind of feeling whether we should be going ahead with that particular client, or we should just let go.
So they say like getting an interior designer is like getting married. So is having an interior designer more difficult, or getting married is more difficult according to you, or both are equal?
No, I guess you're married to an interior designer for a period of a year
Yeah.
or so. But when you're actually married, you're married for a longer time, so that's more difficult.
Well said. Well said. Especially in design, there's always trends that come in, and there are also certain classic principles which people, or most of the time follow. So how do you blend the current trends with the design principles, or with the older design philosophies, or which have stood the test of time? And any trends right now which you feel, man, like it's done with?
So I always believe to go in for design styles that are timeless.
Yeah.
Yet we do bring in a lot of trending material and elements into the design. But again, that you could probably change after a period of time. So I wouldn't like our clients to change their entire setup after maybe say about a span of 2-3 years,
Yeah.
because there are trends that keep changing. After about 2 years, 3 years, there's something new that keeps coming in. So I prefer going in for designs that are timeless, but yet get in elements that are trending.
Well
So
said.
kind of a mix of trending as well as timeless
And any
designs.
design trend right now that you feel is like kind of done or overused?
I guess flutes have been really overused,
Yeah.
though I have also overused it in my designs. So now that going further, we try not to include flutes too much into the design, but yet we do get clients who literally want those flutes, so we can't help it but yet go with those.
Fair enough. Yeah. Nowadays is a big topic about being sustainable, being eco-friendly. Those kind of concepts, do you include them in your designs and execution? What are your thoughts on those?
Yeah, there's been a big rage of using sustainable materials, eco-friendly materials. So with the now trend and the design styles, if we look into minimal designing, so we do include a lot of sustainable materials wherein
Like, can you give an example?
so yeah, so natural stone has been my all-time favorite,
Ooh.
and we do use in a lot of projects of ours. And veneer, wood veneer, that is again a sustainable material, so that also goes along very well with earthy look and minimal style. And so with jute, cane, all of these materials have been trending, and we are also trying to get them in our design styles a lot, in the now new designs that we are doing. So a lot of jute and cane and wood and marble has always been there. But yeah, a lot of jute and cane and bamboo and a lot of new sustainable materials that we are trying to play along with.
So now, being an interior designer, if you go to someone's house, can you stop yourself from seeing the flaws, or tell me, how is it like? Just okay, today somebody invites you to their house. As soon as you enter, what is the first few things you notice in that house?
So yes, being an interior designer, or I feel any creative person, has their eyes all open when you're going, anywhere. So yeah, I'm very observant. My eyes are always open to, grasp newer elements, and we can just draw inspiration from anywhere.
Right.
So it can be to anybody's house or any restaurant or any cafe, or just traveling on the road, in the car, within the car spaces. I mean, the inspiration can be from anywhere. So my eyes are always open.
Have you gone to a friend's house and you've absolutely hated the house but had to praise it?
Yes, many a times. So I've thought, why didn't he really hire me? So yeah, many a times. But of course, everybody has their choice and liking.
No, and especially in the interior space, obviously it's getting more and more value, more and more acknowledged, because people are spending more. They're seeing designs from all over the world, but there's still many misconceptions about like the interior space or interior designers. Any that you have come across that that maybe like some misconception, anybody can do it or even I can do it. Like, people have that concept. Why should we pay someone to design our house? We know what we want.
Correct.
Like those, any others that you have encountered?
Correct.
And what do you have to say to that?
Yeah, so I mean, that's been many a times the case where there are a lot of people who feel that, there is endless amount of content available online, on Pinterest and everywhere. So people do think that we can make our own houses or space, office or anything, showroom or any space. Why do we really need an interior designer?
Yeah, like this is the thought that crosses your mind.
Yes, I do understand that. But yeah, there are a lot of technical aspects. There's a lot of things that go into a formation of a space, which probably a layman would not understand, because a Pinterest image is showing you just one angle. It is not
So
showing
true.
you the entire space. So how to basically blend in lot of elements into the design, how to bring in light, the focus of light, where the focus of light should be, what should be the color combination, where should be the placement of mirrors or any such element basically. So there's a lot of things that go into formation of a design, which probably a person who's just looking at a Pinterest image or in an online image does not understand that there's so much that goes into a formation of a design. It's just not one image and copy paste it into a design.
Yeah, so true, so true. And also, I think people, if any tip for anybody wanting to do their space on their own and they don't know how to get started, obviously, if you fail, then please come to Dipttii. But, any tip for the do-it-yourself kind of people there?
I would say if you bought a place, you're thinking of making it, just reach out to us rather than experimenting on your own.
No, that's especially in the interiors. The cost of correcting something is so high.
Yeah.
And I think many people doing it themselves don't understand like how to get the maximum storage in your house. Because houses in Bombay are small, or at least however big they are, we feel it's small.
Space planning is really
very important,
very,
and obviously
very
I think you need to be experienced, especially with the civil interior. A lot of work, man. I think hats off to anybody trying to experiment and do it on their own.
So we actually here at our studio, Dipttii Khanna Designs, we specialize basically look into this, that there is a lot of space planning. That is the major thing that we look into, so that the spaces are not just aesthetically looking nice, but also functional, practical, as well as it just draws in a lot of emotional connect for the people staying in there.
Yeah.
So.
And I think I have some insights to offer from the client side, because we did a house recently. It should also reflect your personality. You can't just see something of a magazine. When you come to the house, you should know that, okay, it feels like this person's house. So many people get too caught up in the concept, not putting themselves or expressing themselves in the house. Yeah, so I think that's very important as well.
It's really important. I mean, people who are staying in there, they should have an emotional connect felt to the space, you know.
And honestly, this is my personal opinion. If you hire an interior designer, you're probably saving money, because the mistakes you can make or potentially can make may end up costing much more. Apart from all the headache, time consuming.
Thank you, John.
Yeah, so I strongly believe a good interior designer like Dipttii Khanna is the need of the hour for every house.
Thanks. I would really recommend people to hire interior designers for any kind of space that they're doing. It would definitely be worth their time and money.
Yeah, you shouldn't be. I think many times in India, including sometimes me in the past, has been penny wise and pound foolish. You think you'll end up saving money, but in the long run, it costs you much more.
Yeah, true.
So the design space is ever evolving. New trends, new designs, new materials. So what do you do to be at the forefront of all these things? How do you keep yourself updated?
So of course, now there's a lot of events and exhibitions that keep happening, and a lot of content of course is available online, and there are a lot of vendors who keep approaching us to showcase their materials that keep coming in. So that ways we are quite updated about the new materials that come in the market, and we see to it that we try to experiment with a lot of them and bring them live into our designs.
Wow. There's also a lot of AI coming into design principles. What is your take? Have you given it a thought? You're like, okay, let it come mainstream, then I'll think about it.
Yeah, so I mean, AI has been a fear for lots, thinking that it might just take over the industry in many industries, not just interior design. But yes, we are trying to focus on how AI could really help us grow rather than fearing AI, So yes, we've been experimenting and exploring on that front.
Nice. I think Odyssey teaches us that no competition, collaboration, right?
Oh, yes.
So you and the AI ought to collaborate. Exactly, to faster turnaround times, to get clients there. Obviously, the people, AI will help people who don't want to spend on interior design or want some basic outlay, plan and execute it themselves. But anyone wants something bespoke, something long lasting. There's no substitute yet. So I think in our lifetimes we're good. Yeah, I think.
Yeah. I just keep my fingers crossed. There'll be no substitutes for interior designers like
Like
us.
if we take technologies of the past and we extrapolate it to AI and design, when before it was DSLR cameras, when everyone became a cameraman, or now all of us are
Yeah.
photographers technically. And so, but that doesn't mean photographers died.
Correct.
The low level photographer that you needed just for a small party, that died. But a high end photographer, Atul Kazbek or whatever, those types are still flourishing.
Yeah.
So the people who are at the top of the game will continue to do well. The people who are just there for small convenience and are not adding too much value, they will definitely face a problem.
Yeah, so I just, just looking forward to, like you said, collaborating with AI rather than fearing AI. So
Well
I
said,
don't
I
think
think.
that should be that should really threat us in
Yeah.
any way.
There has, let me share something I read online. There's been a designer who has made an AI version of herself, like a Dipttii AI. So she'll teach the AI everything about herself. And if you can't afford Dipttii, go to Dipttii AI.
Wow.
She will help you design.
And I think I'll need to buy Dipttii.
So I think enough about work. Let's keep it a little more lighthearted. You obviously heard of the rapid fire round. Let's have our own version of that.
Okay.
But sparks may fly, so I think I may have to wear my sunglasses for that. Okay, so as to answer in one word or one line maximum. Okay, ready to go? Minimalism or maximalism?
For me, I think maximalism works more.
Thank you for being honest. Okay, most overused color in interiors.
I guess grey has been totally overused, but now I guess beige is coming back.
Beige is coming back, yeah. We have used a lot of grey in our house, so that kind of hurts. But yes, it's true. Yes. Wallpaper, thumbs up, thumbs down. Thumbs down. Aw.
You used it?
No. We used in the kids' room from Nico Bar, from Good
That's
Earth, a
fine.
little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
Favorite room to design in the house or office or whatever?
In the house, I love designing bars. So
Ooh.
living room and bars are my favorite spots.
Okay, great. Biggest design mistake people make?
Design mistake. Okay. So a lot of times people.
Apart from not hiring you,
Yes. So a lot of times people don't really know where to use mirrors, So mirror play an important role in the interior spaces, but placing it rightly is also really important.
well said,
Yeah.
important. Coffee or wine?
Wine for the nights and coffee for the days.
Nice. One celebrity's home you would like to redo?
Oh, I would love to do any celebrity home for that matter. I would love to do Salman Khan's house if given a chance.
Why not? Open floor plans, are they innovative or overrated?
I think innovative.
Innovative.
Yeah.
Nice. A design trend you secretly dislike?
Design trend. Okay, so I do not like traditional designs. So it's just not me.
Your go-to comfort food?
It's always parties and wine that I like. But yes, in the day when I'm too done with work, I love to have Lebanese.
Ooh, Lebanese. So I think Dubai calling, yeah? I think
Oh,
one
yeah.
project in Dubai, I think.
Of course, soon.
One place in the world that always inspires you?
Dubai.
Dubai, I think well
Yeah.
said, I think.
Yeah.
It's a interior and architecture design paradise. Yeah.
Oh yes, completely. I think my next take would be after, of course, capturing the whole of India. Then Dubai is the next destination.
Right. Most challenging client request ever?
Okay, most challenging. So this is not going to be a word or a
Yeah,
sentence.
yeah.
So there's we got a very weird client who wanted to call us to Lagos for a design project, but without giving in any kind of advance or any payment of that sort.
Yeah.
So they wanted us to just design, and after design, take the payment. So which
Oh,
was really
really?
weird. So I had to call off the project.
Obviously. Last piece of home decor that you bought for your house or your office?
Last piece of home decor. Actually, while I was traveling to Venice, so I got this beautiful sun which I've put up in my cabin in my office. So which really reflects my personality. So that's what I love and which I got last.
Wow. When was the last time you didn't like a client you were dealing with?
Can't really recall, but I mostly tend to like my clients. So I don't remember when I did not like a client.
Okay. One advice you would give young Dipttii starting out interior designing?
I would always tell her to just be herself, explore how much ever she wants to explore, and be right there. Bang on.
Okay, your advice to young kids, early marriage or late marriage?
Late marriage for sure.
Late marriage for sure. I'm also team late marriage, yeah. Yeah.
That's because I got early married. Hands-on experience, no early marriages.
Yeah. I'd asked Ash that question also. He also chose late marriage. Just and
No man, early marriages.
yeah. Okay. One mistake you made while doing interiors when you started out.
So, I think the mistake what I made was always a yes to the clients. So, which I understand by over the years and with experience that you have to put your foot down at times and tell them where it is wrong, it's wrong, and which is right, of course, is right.
No, true, because in the end they care only about the end result.
Yeah.
If you have said yes along the way, the end result is even according to their what they had vision, but it's not looking good.
Correct.
They're just going to blame you.
Correct. So with experience and over the time, I've learned to put my foot down and say no at times when it has to be said.
Okay, one good thing about your personality and one thing that you want to work on.
So I've always been very soft-spoken, and with getting into work field, that's taught me a lot and made me more stronger, and obviously getting stronger day by day. And so that's
a good thing or bad thing? I'm not able to understand. It's good and bad.
Yeah, it's good and bad. I mean, being soft-spoken is really nice. It's taken positively from the client's perspective. But from my point of view, I think being stronger is better than being soft-spoken.
Okay.
I mean, or you have to play a mix of both.
Fair enough. Have you ever yelled at your contractors?
Oh yeah, many a times.
Yeah, it's not possible to interior designer without yelling. So I was like, it's an obvious
maybe
question.
people do mistake my looks to maybe I would not be shouting at people, and being into this field, you literally there are days when it just takes over you. So there have been times when I have to really yell on them, but my contractors are good, so they don't trouble me a lot.
I've moved homes. I lived in Indore, then lived in Mount Mary's, and Malabar, lived in Chembur and Kafre. So throughout my life, every few years, I've been seeing a house being done, and obviously, with at least my mom, and those times the best interior designers, that were available. And I've always seen so many different types of interior designers. I feel there's an interior designer type of personality, where you have to be sweet, but in 1 second you have to be able to flip and also be able to be ready to fight it out.
Oh yes.
With the client, with the contractors, with everyone, then again switch back.
True.
So I think if you can't do that or people have difficulty doing that, you'll struggle in this space.
Yeah. So you have to switch personalities, you have to get in different boots at one time. So that's the role we play, and that's really important to, surface in this industry.
So thank you. I think you've answered every question honestly and from your heart. So thank you for that, Dipttii.
Thank you, John. It's been lovely being here.
The question is over. Now we're coming to the personal questions.
Oh God, it's not done yet.
No. This was the rapid fire. Now personal about your life. Rapid fire, Odyssey rapid fire. Ho gaya mera. So you've already spoken about all the compliments you've gotten since college and everything about being pretty, but also you're very stylish, right? And that you have to work on constantly, or you have a sense of style as well, right? So, what is your sense of style? How has that helped you? Tell me more about it.
So frankly, I've never put an effort to really dress up or
I don't believe
carry
it.
on a
Come
style.
on, yeah, Dipttii, now you're being like Miss India answers.
No, frankly, I mean it
Yeah.
just comes in naturally to me. I
Okay.
love
So you don't go and
dressing
see
up.
fashion trends
Not at all.
2024.
Not at all. I mean, I dress up the way I want to, and that makes me comfortable, makes me confident, and makes me more professional. Whenever I'm on a business platform, or even if casually, I mean, I love to dress appropriately as per the occasion.
Okay, nice. And any one style tip you want to give to anybody starting out, or
In terms of interior design,
yeah,
or
in terms of interior design or just in life, or any style statement, up to you.
I guess you should just be you. Do what you really want in life, so that later on you don't have any kind of you're not repenting of what you had thought you've not done. So you should just give it a try. Whatever you feel like, just go for it.
Nice. And obviously, comfort is one of her style mantras. Yeah, is that
Yeah,
like?
always being comfortable where you are, and draw your own style, basically. Yeah.
So, Dipttii, tell me a day in Dipttii's life.
Oh wow. So, um, I mean, my day literally on a regular basis is like waking up in the morning, going to the
Okay, tell me
gym.
what time you wake up.
I uh, I have started waking up at 5:30 in the morning.
Nice. We are a part of a 5 a.m. group.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so we started off with that,
That.
but of course then there was a time when of course that kind of fizzled out
True.
somewhere.
True.
But again I've started waking up again at 5,
Wow.
5:30. So I do my little meditation bit in the morning.
Nice.
I go for my workout. So, and after
You go to a
workout,
gym or somebody
I
comes
go to
home?
gym.
Go to
I go
gym.
to
Yeah.
gym for personal training.
Yeah.
So about 1.5 hour for
Nice.
gym, and then I head to office, or also now trying to go, kind of work out of office, go to a coffee shop, spend
That's
some
interesting.
time working out of a coffee shop. So a few
That's
hours
interesting. Yeah.
there, and then yeah, come, and when I'm in office, of course, then there's a lot of stuff that's happening around in office,
Yeah.
sitting with all the staff, team members. There's a lot of things on design that we are kind of, wherever anybody is facing issues or any kind of situations that I need to take care of. Otherwise, my team is good enough to handle it on their own.
So when someone comes to Dipttii Khanna Designs, is your personal touch on there on every project that you guys do?
Yes, I have my personal touch in all the projects that I do. So each of my project is like a baby to me. So my baby.
Wow.
So I take care of them personally.
Wow.
Though my teams are, they take care of all the projects very well. But yet there's a personal touch of mine which
Wow.
is there in each of our projects.
Nice. No, okay. Any funny stories from sites that, like, now in retrospect is funny, but at that time maybe was like that you were livid or very angry about, or any funny things on site that have happened, any bloopers as such we call.
Bloopers we try. We don't have bloopers because then the clients are on our head. So of course we try that the bloopers don't happen. But yeah, there have been times when they don't do happen, and then our team and we are there to just cover it up before the clients just
True, true.
come to
Fix
that.
it before the client
Yes.
notices. That's true. Okay. Okay. To look this youthful, do you have any beauty self care rituals that you follow, or probably like don't take any stress, or what's the thing that you focus on, or this is also like everything else, just
Yeah,
there.
frankly, it's just there. So for me, it's just try to be happy, work hard, party, party, and just be with friends out there and have fun. Don't take stress.
Yeah. I think most of us struggle with work-life balance. Especially in the growth phase that you are in. I'm sure, as you said, sometimes they're firefighting, sometimes they're new clients. There's always pressure. There are always deadlines. because for that client, that house is everything. For you, it's one project. So it's obviously demanding time-wise, effort-wise. How do you balance, or do you think you've got a good balance of work life, or how do you manage to, juggle so many balls?
See, balancing is of course really difficult.
Yeah.
Since we are into the creative field, we are kind of 24/7. My mind is literally working.
Yeah.
I really don't have a switch off time. It's literally when I take a vacation. That's when I really kind of try to switch off completely.
Like
But
detox from work.
yeah, complete detox. But otherwise, I'm literally on the job. Like my mind is always working. But yeah, we try to give it a balance. I mean, maybe take a day out, take the kids out. Also, lately, since my husband is also joined, the same professions, he's also part of Dipttii Khanna Designs. So we kind of literally talk work here, take back home, take work back home, and so it's really difficult to.
The lines are blurred now.
Yeah, it's really difficult to kind of balance out everything, but yet we do try to keep work at one side, family at one side, social life at one side. But yeah, that's always a
I think
struggle.
every entrepreneur is, working hard to find the right balance. I don't think there is a right balance because it's just that what phase you're in. I think
Correct. There are priorities.
Yeah,
At
because
times
anytime
work
you
is a
yeah
priority.
exactly what priority for that year month that you have decided.
True.
Because I don't think it's anything in life you can perfectly balance everything.
Yeah.
If you focus on one thing will take a backseat. Then
Yeah, so there has to be priorities. Maybe sometimes something takes a front and something takes a back seat. So that's always going to be there.
So tell me, Dipttii, what do you like to do for fun? Obviously, I know you like to socialize. You have a very healthy and active social life. But apart from that, how do you any other passions apart from interiors?
So I read a lot. I like self improving. I love to read self help books. So that's my go to. If I'm not really working or designing, then I'm reading books or watching OTT,
Nice.
Netflix.
What was the last book that made an impact on you, or something that you remember?
So I'm reading One Thing right
The
now.
One Thing I read it in the
One Thing.
lockdown. Yeah.
So I
Very
guess
nice.
that's a really nice book to for you to really figure out what's your one thing.
Yeah, for that day.
Yeah.
And you start with that. So I think just
Correct.
for our audience, if you are interested, it's a really nice book. It tells you to tackle the most important thing first and keep that the only priority. Everything else can come after.
Yeah, that's a really nice
Yeah,
book.
I
Everyone
did it
should
for some
read.
time. Yeah, I did it for some time. Yeah, so now obviously those dreams are there. What is the next step to reach that goal that you have envisioned? Obviously, you told me you want to thinking about Dubai.
Yeah.
So tell me a couple of steps ahead.
Yes,
We
yes.
spoke about the end goal, but I want to hear the next 3 steps as well.
Yeah. So of course, going global is my vision. So reaching there one step at a time. So next, what I look at, is Dubai, the next destination, getting there, and then elsewhere, maybe New York, or I really want to design villas in California. So
Wow.
so that's been my dream. Of course, other than that, I also want to write a book.
Oh, nice.
So on interior design as well as women entrepreneurs, basically inspiring women. So that's been on my to-do list. And slowly, also one of my dreams has been to shoot for an OTT. So be a part of an OTT platform wherein we showcase interior design,
Like
and interior
makeovers.
designers. Yes.
Wow,
Yes.
nice. That's
so
amazing.
that's also been on my to-do
And
list.
abroad, there's so many shows where they do the
Yeah,
interiors, but
yeah.
nothing that has caught on here yet.
Exactly.
So I think the time is ripe for something like that. If any OTT platform is watching, I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm there.
Yeah. And when somebody probably meets you the first time, they'll have certain assumptions about you. That maybe like probably you're too obsessed with your looks or something anybody can have. But after getting to know you, just think I'm the most natural and beautiful person inside and out. I think that's rare. That able to share and the wins, the losses. Very
Yeah.
good, very nice.
Yeah, so people do take me as an arrogant person. somewhere. I don't know how do they feel that.
Because you don't reply to WhatsApps. There she's guilty of that. I was waiting to taunt her in the entire podcast.
Yeah, so so that's maybe, I don't know, one of the reasons where people think I'm arrogant. But yeah, once you know me, I'm not arrogant at all. I'm the most loving and the loved person
Yeah, that's
around.
true. That's true. Okay, I want you to talk about your dream project and your dream client. Tell me a little bit more, describe them in detail for me.
Okay, so we are doing a lot of bungalows, villas, and a lot of commercial spaces. But my dream project is doing a celebrity home is one of my dream project, and also doing a boutique hotel.
Ooh,
So to get into a hospitality segment, so I would want to start off with doing a boutique hotel.
okay, nice. And do you have ideal clients like, a newlywed couple or like a big family or like, sometimes some people like where, only one person is a decision maker, not like too many people.
Yeah, I would love that when only one person is a decision maker. Of course, when there are many people deciding, it really creates a lot of confusion, and the decision making, becomes really slow. So the project also, has that effect. It's affected on the project, and the project is also delayed for a longer time. So we would love that there's only one decision maker in every project.
But that's wishful thinking, rarely happens.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, now the most important question. How long should a house actually take?
See, it really completely depends on the volume of the house.
Okay, to give you an example. It's a three bedroom, 1200 square feet carpet, three bedroom. And obviously you want to gut it and do everything from scratch. Give me a timeline for that.
So 6 to 7 months is a good period that we tell our clients to make a complete 3 BHK from a bare shell to complete design.
Okay, that's not bad.
Execution. Yeah. So if the decisions are made faster,
Faster.
that's that's
If the
the
decisions
rule.
are made faster, if the money is there on time,
Yes.
there are a lot of
Yeah,
ifs.
yeah. All those factors do come into account when we are making the entire space.
Yeah. Yeah, so being a member of 6 years, that means you believe in the vision of BNI and Odyssey. Tell me, how has the journey been in the last 6 years, professionally and personally?
So honestly, for me, along with the professional growth, there's been a lot of personal growth as well. I've been a very introvert and a timid person, so Odyssey has literally, changed me in that respect.
Wow.
I've seen the change myself, and people around me have also seen it.
Yeah.
So from being an introvert, I have trying to be more and more extrovert.
Wow.
And learned the art of networking and speaking out to people and putting your stand out there.
Wow.
So yeah, it's been a great journey.
How important do you think networking is for an entrepreneur?
Oh, I think networking is everything for a business entrepreneur. Nowadays, the best way forward is to network and grow your business. That's the only way, I would say. So just be out there, speak around to people, any kind of a networking platform. Even being a social platform, just socialize, network. Just be out there speaking about your brand, about your business, and getting to know others about their perspective about your field, their businesses. So you really get to know a lot.
Yeah, and I think people, misuse the term networking. They think just like go be nice to someone to get business. It's also about giving value.
Of
When you meet somebody, not just like any other superficial level, how you can help the other
Yeah,
person,
yeah.
how you can be genuine, authentic. So
Yeah.
People misuse that it's a shortcut to success. I don't think
Yeah.
that's what networking is.
Yeah, like how Odyssey says, give us gain.
Yeah,
So
give us gain.
give it out first to have the benefits of it.
Okay, so now we come to the most important and most fun. I think the members will enjoy this part the most, the rapid fire round of our Odyssey.
Oh God.
I think should I wear a hoodie for this or should I wear sunglasses? I may have to hide my face after I ask these questions. Time to
Or
get my
maybe I'll have
sunglasses.
to also run away.
Okay, so glasses are going back on. The spark's ready
Oh
to fly.
God, I'm
Your
getting
favorite
scared.
Odyssey member.
Oh, listen, that's quite controversial. You, the upcoming president, John.
Okay, it's not true, but thank you for at
Of course
least.
not.
Okay, okay. According to you, obviously, apart from yourself, one male who's very stylish and one female who you think in the chapter is really carrying themselves well, power dressing.
Alicia dresses well,
Yes.
and amongst male, I think Ashish Merchant is the cool dude.
Oh yeah, yeah. He knows how to carry things well. Yeah, that's great. So Odyssey always has a debate of quality versus quantity in the number of members. What is your take on that?
Quality always, though Odyssey does go for quantity. But I guess they should prefer quality over quantity.
Fair enough. Okay, ever interacted with a member you did absolutely disliked?
um,
I won't ask the name. Or will I?
yes, I have, but don't ask me the name. But again, you get back to, Odyssey is a platform where you should network. So, keeping aside liking and disliking, just go out there, network.
Yeah, that's true. So, who do you think is a networking king or networking queen of Odyssey?
Ash Bulani can be one.
Yeah, true. Edit the interesting part, and I should freaking figure out. I don't like the answer. It was very inauthentic,
Whom do you
interesting.
think? Whom do you think?
Okay, I'll also answer the question. I think the networking king, there are two kings. I think J Bro does it in his style, like a
Oh,
Sakt
yeah.
Londa, and like business, and he'll help and help, little transactional. Then I love Rohin's style also. He does things with the heart.
True.
Both are networking very well, but according to their own styles. Like I can't be a J Bro. So I think you have to find your own style while networking and do that.
Yeah,
Don't just look at somebody, I want to be like him.
Correct.
I know I can't go to like 10 cross chapter things and that's not me.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, agree. Both
So,
of them
yeah.
also are.
And the queen, I think the networking, the guys are doing much better than the girls there.
Yeah.
But I think,
Maybe you have to think, huh?
yeah,
Open
queen,
the
queen,
chapter roster.
I think if I had to choose a queen, it would be you. Because in the sense that, I think you're one of the most liked members in our chapter.
Wow.
I've never
Thank
heard
you.
anything negative about you. Fingers crossed, that's proper, huh? Never heard. And so I think it's an art to be able to be liked by so many different people. So I think you're doing well. So, and obviously you have high recall value. Then if you're liked, they're more likely to refer you. So
Wow.
my networking queen would be you.
Wow. Thank you. I like that.
And this was authentic, not like your answer. Okay, most talkative member.
Ash.
And
For
obviously,
sure.
how you took like 3 seconds to answer that.
Ash, I hope you're hearing.
Okay, I'll give you members' names. Tell
Are you
me.
getting that on Chat GPT? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I will give you a member's name. The first thought that comes to you when you hear their name, say. Okay. Rohin. First thought, you have gone blank.
I think women.
Okay.
Party and women.
Party
for
and
Rohit.
women, fair enough. And Heer.
Entrepreneur.
Jatin.
I don't know what to say.
Will I read this? Will bro. Preeti.
Good networker.
Anush.
BNI king.
तो नरेश क्या कर रहा है?
I think Anush has taken over.
Okay. The best referral you received from Odyssey.
I would rather say the first referral.
First referral. That's always
received.
memorable. Yeah.
So that has been for a preschool. So that was the first preschool that I designed literally, and that came from Odyssey.
Yeah.
So
Who?
Rahul had given me, Rahul Chandalia had
Oh,
given
nice,
me that
yeah.
reference. So that was my first referral in Odyssey.
Oh, wow. Amazing. Yeah. The one thing you don't like about Odyssey, or you think can improve.
I think somewhere it's gone a little unprofessional in terms of the vibe of the chapter during the meetings. It's kind of casual,
Gotcha.
So I think that can be improved in your
Fair.
term.
I think fair enough. Every chapter has its vibe, and I think
Yeah.
ours has got it's on the borderline of
Yeah,
not being.
somehow,
We have to pull it a
yeah,
little back, maybe a
kind
few
of.
steps in, without killing the fun aspect of
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
yeah. So it's kind of good to have that fun, but yet be a little professional at the same time.
Yeah. Future LT, thumbs up, thumbs down, or medium thinking.
Yeah, kind of. Not right now, but maybe later.
Maybe later. Fair. Thank you for being honest there. And if you had to choose one member to run your business for a day, who would you choose?
I guess Rohin. He's quite good at, marketing
Fair.
Dipttii Khanna Designs, so he'll be good.
He'll offer free designs to all the ladies. Then
With charging money, then it's good.
okay. Okay, the most talented member, like nothing from networking, but like you have seen some talent, like maybe Mhatre sings or someone does something.
Most talented. I think if it comes to, I don't know, 30 seconds, then Pranay has been consistent with his 30
30
seconds.
seconds.
So
Yeah, I think it's a talent to
yeah.
rhyme and be funny all the time.
Yeah, so he's been pretty good at that.
Nice. The member most likely to be late for the meeting.
Akash Bhandari, always late.
Okay. With that, we come to the end of our rapid fire round and the end of the podcast. Dipttii, thank you so much for the time
Thank
and
you.
answering everything honestly and also trusting us. I didn't have to upsell or sell hard to you. I just told you I'm trying something and you said, you'll be more than happy to help out. So that means a lot, Dipttii. Thank you so much. Yeah. And obviously she's gracious, kind and gorgeous. So this was actually okay. Actually, I can say this was my favorite one till now. Sorry, Ash, and sorry, Merchant, but I'm sure they'll understand and they'll agree with me. So, entrepreneurs, I hope you understood Dipttii's blueprint for success and took a few tips down. Obviously, we can't be Dipttii, but we can learn something from her and from this interview. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next podcast.